check. Like, all we gotta do is just get this max res number and just go ahead and put a plus there instead of a minus, and we're good to go. But that is actually a decent armor value now, at least. Because it used to just be so trash that, like, a rare, like a perfect world rare just gave you more armor anyways. And then you also had downsides. But now at least it actually probably will be the highest armor you can ever get. From a chest. Foulborn saves it. The thing with Foulborn, every single Foulborn option is like, it's handpicked. They're not random, so like things that are deemed to be too strong wouldn't be allowed. This is like 15% increased life. What is this? Body armor. Oh shit, it's the Leech Overflow chest. Actually useful now. Like very useful now. Because like Leech Overflow is 50% more life in theory if you maintain it at full always. And then the downside used to be so severe that you would never consider it, but now it's an upside instead. So like putting this on can go from like 3k life to like 45k-ish. Is it the same as Overleech? No, it's not Overleech. It just means your leech takes you to 1.5 times your life and then stops. It still turns off. But like it's actually, you know, you could wear this item now, whereas before, dude, nah. All damage taken chills you. This is like my ring, but well, it's like this is the mod for my ring, but then this is a winter heart or whatever it's called, winter chill thing. So the self-hit chill reverse. Downside is you're wearing a body armor that has nothing on it defensively, but self-chill.
Water your plants to give them
No way!
Use lightning storm
Water your
and attach more vines to each enemy, slowing them further. Summon thrashing vines to slam at your enemies for a time. Any that are created in water will be larger and deal more damage.
There's no way
Enemies
that's real.
sufficiently
More spirit per socket. Damn, the Arbiter chest got like everything buffed. Although after its nerf, it did get pretty shitty. Wind of the Forest now has increased movement speed instead of 0. What? And has 1% per 600 evasion, but it's capped. How much evasion do you, like, you only need, I mean, shit. Were people actually playing this in PoE 2 and getting it like way past 75%? Oh right, I forgot. It has this downside in PoE 2. I forgot about that one. So you're never going faster than 75% speed. Which, like, you're already faster without using some shitty chest on good ranger builds. Never going slower. Yeah, true, like, reductions wouldn't fuck you. But, like, how many move speed slows are there? Like, most things that are bad are action speed slows, I think. Which maybe would be move speed in this game. I'm not sure if they're different in this game. Because with Poe 1 logic, chilled ground would still chill you the exact same with that downside. Per stack amount? Yeah, makes sense. Okay, Skin of the Loyal is way better. Uncapped instead of overcapped. So if you had 100 before, you have 25, now you have 100. The issue is your body armor gives you so, like, such a large percentage of your base stat comes from your body armor. So like you get like a good chunk of increase, or like, you know, 120, 130, 150 maybe, based on how high you go. But you lose such a huge amount of base that you're almost always going to end up with less. But yeah, so they're adding limits to a bunch of runes. Damn, that's way more than I thought they were going to be adding limits to. I know the +1 arrow one is in here somewhere, but yeah, I don't know what all these do. I don't really care. Yeah, like the move speed rune, I assume, is one of the Feral is the move speed one. Chase. That's exactly what I thought 0.4 needed, was like players to move slower and have less ways to scale that in the end game. So now it's only 1 arrow from the bow instead of fucking like 4 or something. The modifiers for bow attacks, fire, additional arrows, and those have been disabled because they roll as a surpassing thing. To fire an additional arrow from a small amount early on to eventually the same 2 additional eventually. I'm pretty sure for everyone that wasn't using multiple of this really, what I assume was expensive rune, you're actually going to have more arrows than before because they're adding points in the tree for it. Yeah, 10% surpassing chance is 2 extra proj. Anvil mauls do less damage. I thought that whole speech they gave in the Q&A was that things with implicits were no longer going to have these huge penalties. Did I misunderstand? And it was things that didn't have implicits now have implicits and do reduce damage? Silly me. Oh, Great Hammer attacks slower. That's important. This is not even close to a 10% damage increase. Because you have flat sources from things that are not just the base of the weapon. And this will be worse. Less pack size. Like, this could result in an increase to loot, assuming these words are taken literally. Less pack size will not mean less rare monsters. It'll mean less pack size. Number of monster packs is the thing that would reduce rare monsters. And because all loot in this game is rare monsters, having less pack size.
Thanks, Ben. Alright. Oh. 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 This is Global Tales Runner. We use this one. Last time on Single Player Carl, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was about to maul about a fucking fast travel connection point. That's right. Connect controller. Alright. Back to this mold that was in session. You give players a 5-time connection every time they go back and forth to the base. To then give them connection to a flying helicopter that acts as the fast travel system, both to places in general, as well as to districts. I cannot begin to explain how ass fucking backwards that is. I literally cannot tell you. You can see the whites of my eyes without my camera even having the backlight on top right now. I cannot explain to you how bad that is. But I'm gonna find the words, chat, in just a few moments. Use the bedroom light. Okay. You over here. Hey, Colonel. Hello, Wi-Fi. Welcome to the shit that I do, because my audience literally paid for it. Like, literally, one person paid over, like, 500 some X odd dollars full of shit. Specifically for this game and other games like it. It's 7 days until the next league. To be exact, 500 is actually lowballing that number. That number is much bigger. 1 second. That number is much bigger. My camera's glitching. Please let that stop. Please. I literally bought a new webcam so that we don't have the fucking problem that we had with the last one. And yet the jump from 720 from the original quality has just been somewhat a slight nightmare after the first few bits. Anyways, opening that program now, it did it again. The number is much, much higher. We originally scaled up to almost $1,100, and I would like to say over 800 of this is at one person's donations. The flickering's gonna get on my nerves. Full screen, Obsidian. Yeah, so starting from here, that was his, 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 that was his. 1, 2. No, that's a combination of others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a handful of them was differing amounts of money. Just boom, 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 boom right here is just already $500 in and of itself. This, and I think this was paying for content. I think this was just a general tip. So yeah, a not unserious amount of money. Now I plug my camera out and I plug it back in again and hope that it stops glitching. Or maybe it'll just fix itself if I don't touch it. Okay, wonderful. But yeah, a unserious amount of money wouldn't be the wrong way of going about saying that. It is actually a serious amount of money. Also, welcome to the stream Wi-Fi. Alright. Soda can. Okay. Last time on single player Carl, I was gonna crash out about this fucking helicopter. No, I'm not, because I'm getting interrupted again. Alright, as I was saying, last time on Single Player Carl, the last play session involved me attempting to learn Sayu. The evident word here is attempting. And then I did Genu. And then I went back into the base. And then we discovered one of the latent mechanics about this video game and its ability to allow you to travel around the map, which is to say the very limited play world that was designed in Skybox. Fast travel systems. It's glitching again. Fast travel systems are designed to simplify repetitive, tiring movement so as to reduce downtime and to increase uptime. When you have hopefully that does not make it glitch out more, because I unplugged and plugged it. Give me a second to fix it. Glug, 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 glug. Camera balance. No glitch. Wonderful. Okay. Hopefully all I had to do was flick it over. And then I need you all to tell me if the screen, the webcam starts flickering again. So, move speed. Moving around the map. Doing a thing. It is all designed around some basic, simple ideas. If you make a fast travel system, you have designed places in the game from the core loop that necessitates movement from place to place and exploration for that content. Hi, Boster. Sometimes there are different ways games gate fast travel, especially when you first start something and you haven't gotten to the point where fast travel is fully properly available. Sometimes you see it in the distance. It's not fully unlocked. Sometimes you have to do some steps to unlock them, but they're very straightforward and clear as to why you would need them. Sometimes they're a part of the game design for exploration and for backtracking, especially if you're playing an ARPG. Just like with checkpoints, they save time. Why was the fast travel system locked behind Reddit tier content that most people would probably skip because they don't immediately see a reason to do it? I, for one, am not a fan of games that try to say, hey, in this game, you can pet the dog, you can pet the cat, you can pet the pet familiar homunculi amalgamate. That's meant to be your way of projecting your emotions onto the characters and the pets. It is like that. For the normal reason, that is usually pattern recognition. Games that try to sell themselves on that very much usually don't have a lot going on in them. And it depends on the genre, right? It depends on the genre, depends on the context. Having a secret achievement tied behind petting something non-stop or multiple times, or with a specific skin or item or interactable you have to find, especially in something that's a Hades clone or a Hades-like, or an Isaac clone or an Isaac-like, amongst the many roguelikes and roguelites in grand strategy games. It's a choice, but it makes more sense than what you would do in a game like this, which is very much not based around things like that, but is more based around actual things that are meaningful. Besides the fact that the system is designed around you travel to the home, you pet the crocodile, and then you have to play through the game to get another opportunity to go back home to pet the crocodile again, but only when the game says it's valid. You can't boom, 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 and it's open. No. You have to go and experience parts of the game, and then, if you've been able to pay attention and not just beeline straight from beginning to end, then you are gifted with the fast travel. Putting that in a game like this, where you're spending so much time going back and forth, upgrading your character, or characters, plural, your kit, your build, upgrading your characters from the weakest to their highest peak, the fact that you do not have the ability to do that simpler, and that it is designed and implemented the way that it is, that boils my fucking blood. Between Sayu's bullshit stage and the various different crazy modes of these characters, or the unavoidable hit attacks that the game is designed around, it feels like when I went through some of the comments about this game and its comparison to the original launch and release, some of the frustrations were supposed to be answered by particular skills that just made the game easier, period. Especially as a shield to protect from damage, to avoid damage with invulnerability states. And I think I'm less annoyed at those than I am in this instance and talking about this with the fast travel system. Because why am I being forced to wait until now to get a fast travel system? Shit, it ain't gotta be a fucking helicopter. It could have been anything, like bikes. Only now do I get it? Most people wouldn't see it as a thing that matters, but I see it as a thing that does. Especially considering how annoying it is walking the entire way to the venue to then do the mode again to get more fans, where traveling back to the base is fast, but traveling to the venue to get the points is not. But Carl, you could have just played the game further to get that point. There's no hint that was going to be the case of what that needed to happen. So I feel cheated and tricked and bamboozled, and that pisses me off. Alright, glad we got that out of my system. Would not have been able to articulate that at the time that it happened. Tedious things are tedious, okay? Now, Exile player here. The difference between absurdum, ad nauseum, and tedious, thus inconvenient, and wasteful and in need of quality of life, is when it's something that you're doing so often that you actively think about when you're being slowed down. That's the difference. So, why would I, for example, assuming that Wi-Fi is here, why would I, for example, like I was saying earlier in the chat rooms, both inside the official server and inside of Hug Divers, why would I say that I have a problem with all of those fucking, with all those streamers basically forcing grunt fantasy game balance into the game for quality of life? And why would I call them hellwhiners for doing so? Because they're trying to force and mandate changes on the game that do not have a rational reason to be asked for other than, well, I bully the developers and I want what I want, and if I don't get what I want, I'm going to actively quit the game, and then we'll see if people play your game when I take my audience with me. Mwahahaha. And all the time that they spent trying to argue that something like an Epoch definitely needed to have an increase in its ability to open caches by using one of its explosive shots in the 3-shot magazine, compared to using your grenade, using an explosive primary like X-Bow, using a laser, using an explosive object like a flame barrel, etc. Any source of choice, including a grenade launcher, to open this being met with but is ridiculous, because context does in fact matter. Changing the light armor suite identity of having more ability to do durability damage with magazines that are very, very chunky and very, very big, from as small as 28 bullets to as large as 50, maybe even 75 when extended, assuming that you're a night enjoyer. Having that be an increase is something that actually is good for the game design, because the quality of life of the character and of the mindset for something like the weapon is you need to do damage. That's what they're designed for. But if they have low durability damage, then it basically means the only way to truly kill something is by hitting it in a weak point. But if there is no proper weak point on the enemy, and or it has enough resistance that it doesn't immediately go down when it gets shot and it's doing reduced damage, because you need to be able to either put that damage in the weak point that it needs to go to, or that bullet needs to have the ability, pound for pound, up close in it can see QC, to actually put something down with relative ease. That doesn't mean that the Alpha Commander is not going to try to bum rush you, and you need to figure out a way to get some stun power on it so you can be able to stop it dead in its tracks so it doesn't suicide charge you, it and the warriors. But applying actually, it needs to have explosive power, because the explosive power of this version of a railgun shot goes infinitely, and yet somehow the explosive profile determinates the bullet at 150 meters. That's bullshit. Is really fucking lame and cringe. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a sandbox. What we choose to take into those situations does not matter as much as, did you take something that can open the fucking cache? If not, oh well, I guess you're gonna have to worry about using it with your fellow diver, or you're not opening caches. It's that simple. You pre-plan for it. Comparatively to here, this is the kind of thing that in any game that would be comparative to a JRPG is the kind of change that they made in those games specifically to address the problem that a lot of things have. I can explain what I mean by that. Actually, visually. 1 second. Hopefully I can find the clip of what I'm looking for as I'm looking to find it. So, the game on the top of my mind that I'm currently thinking of is not Expedition 33. Tokyo Mirage Session. I want to see if I can find a visual version of combat. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Version differences, version comparisons. I think that'll do. I don't care about graphics and load times. I'm looking for a battle comparison.
This video was made possible by our...
During the first segment, these additional trinkets are the only reason why you would want to go through the EX story. First of all, plenty of additional costumes for 20 to 25 minutes perfectly complemented each other and made for one hit and skills. When characters perform effective attacks, other cast members jump in to perform a string of attacks called sessions. By getting the most out of this mechanic, you'll have an easier time. Characters will get their chance in the spotlight. You don't have any control over when these jump-in skills are activated. They happen out of the blue without warning, making a combo perform an attack called...
Okay, here we go. Hello, NeoJ. Welcome. Okay, so one of the things that is very, very bad about JRPGs is when you're forced to wait. In Tokyo Mirage Session Encore, when they brought it over to the Switch to save it from the dying platform that was the Wii U, along with Sessions being a long-form thing that was added to combat, there was no proper speed-up mechanic to move along the actual animations of combat. You were locked in to a 1x multiplier. It went at the speed of normal speed. You had to watch the cutscene. You can't skip it. Plenty of times you will all hear me and will catch me saying, please let me skip, please let me skip, please let me skip. Because when you are just going through the motions, you're trying to complete something as quickly as possible. You don't want to be stuck there waiting on animations. That's gay. So, they added a quick session, and they also added speed up. So if you just have the enemies being ground on, and all you're doing is just normal MMO grinding, you just hold the thing or turn on the setting, and boom, 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 boom. In a game like this, there's a lot more menuing. So, to voice my example, if I exit Vinyl City through the normal door, I start, if the game will load, I start all the way back on the original street. It does not have a menu feature.
Leave this to me.
If I don't remember, no. Pressing every button, not seeing one. No, so. This map. Everything about this map. Everything meaningful and interesting about this map. Everything detailed about this map. Everything possible about this map. To go to a concert venue, I have to walk past all of this content and all of this material to go past every single object, and starting from DJ Subatomic, I have to go all the way to get from Subatomic through to Sayu, and then through Sayu to get to Genu, and then through Genu to get to 1010. And then eventually the next part, and the next part, and the next part. The problem with this is very simple. Number one, the fast travel isn't active until the zone is active. So, having the ability to only fast travel after unlocking it, after petting the fucking crocodile 5 times. The issue is not petting the crocodile. The issue is the moment that we got an extra zone, I was not given the ability to teleport directly to the boss. Because look, no matter what argument you try to give me, there's no way that I can have a button that tells me to go back to the sewers, and all that time that I just spent walking as a part of this demonstration, I now go straight to the helipad, and I can fly there. And the only thing preventing me from getting there even faster is the inherent load time. And I have an okay computer, so it's not that bad. If you're going to make me walk all the way to the end, at least the next time that I go into the overworld, much like with DK West, let the event be close to where you exit the sewer from the actual exit hole. Because obviously, considering that customization gives you access to what would already be inside of the sewer from the normal build station, so that you can switch up your stickers, your mods, your ultimate duets, your guard case photos, and even the saved versions of your build on the fly. The only thing you actually need to do to go back to the sewers for is to then spin your fans, interact with said crocodile, with the understanding that the player wouldn't know that it does the thing that it does. Look at your collectibles, and then progress game forward. Because the other caveat of why that is so cantankerous is obviously the transformations. Level 2 transformations, level 3 transformations allow you to find more collectibles in the overworld. Obviously. And even though it's all a designed skybox, one argument is, well, it's a part of the game design, Carl. They want you to spend your time discovering shit. But the problem is I'm not encouraged to discover shit. I'm encouraged to power farm. Because I need to get fans to then get to the next thing. Which means I'm encouraged to go to the district den to go master the attack phases of these enemies. Since the only way to gain fans outside of exploring the natural world is to do the thing. So, for example, if I wanted to go find DK West, rather than walking to his albeit short corner where he is in the overworld, I can teleport to where DK West would be, which is closed for now. And I would walk around and think, what's the next thing that I could find, or the next place that I could go that I couldn't go? Here's a level 1. Oh, based. I have level 2 now. I can open this up. And while this is an argument for searching, as well as an argument for observing and discovering,
it's Python.
it, unfortunately, isn't a good excuse for the system being designed as it is. It's an immediate souring in your mouth. Because obviously, you're going to have the ability to walk this map once you've completed the game. You'll have the level 3 transformations. You'll be able to find all the extra stuff. Blase, 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 not that big a fucking deal. But it is a big fucking deal that while you're exploring and looking for all that secret stuff, the difference between I need to get points so I can get double jump, so I can collect the collectible that was right here, and then be able to jump across these buildings to see if there's more collectibles I can collect, like over here. Like specifically this point that was on this roof here. This one. Yeah, this one. It is a difference, right? Because obviously, if you're spending your time looking, searching, discovering, you need to go find that one. That's good. That one's spaced. If you spend your time looking, searching, discovering, and you're trying to do everything you fucking can under the sun to try to get some semblance of enjoyment from discovering and from looking into and adding to the experience of exploration, you have to make it less frustrating for people to do. It has to be less frustrating. It has to be more enjoyable. And I can tell you, if a player finds out that you've been making them take the long way the entire time, and you didn't tell them that there was a way to get a fast travel system, they're going to fucking be angry. That game should be out now. December 4th? Go to my wish list, you fuck. No, 9th. It will be released next week. Confused myself. I thought it was the 6th. But, long story short, finding out that there was a fast travel system and I was being forced to walk the long way around every single time, all the time, violent and call it rage. Violent and call it rage. Update my shit. Violent and call it rage. That is 100% justifiable. Mind you, that does not get them off the hook for having all the explorables that they have in the game. Because these Encore case pictures, while they also can be fun and interesting, yeah, this one looks fine too. I do not like the way that they're hidden. Because, quite frankly, it's not going to be that big of a sandbox. It's not going to be that big of, then, a skybox. It was made with intelligent design. It wasn't designed by AI. So the zone stops where the zone stops. A secret is a secret. If the secret's not there, it's not going to make me do some Banjo-Kazooie stop and swap shit to try and find an out-of-bounds secret that's collectible. The design is the design. And yet, walking is still a chore. Because what if I don't have the thing that I need in order to do the thing? Example A. This is the first level 3 trumpet. Or level 3 transformation, rather. The first level 3 transformation thing you see in the game. It tempts you. Because along with all of this world building, and with all of this character development, and all of the zazz this game has, that is utilized correctly, unlike what was underutilized in South of Midnight, this encourages me to say, oh wow, there's going to be things like this in the overworld. It's a little bit like a Metroidvania. I need to come back here when I find the upgrades that are necessary to open this. That encourages the ability to search. However, part of my anger was centered on the fact that I was thinking about all those places where they put things like this, and it's like, wow, I have to walk and find every single one of them. And then, after accidentally doing the DK West 2 fight, which was not on camera, apologies chat, and unlocking the helicopter, just snap back to reality, and all of the time that I wasted, both on camera and off camera. Especially going back and forth to the Sayu fight. You have to understand, I could have done murder. I was capable of murder, bro. I was fucking capable of murder. Still am, by the way. And it's weird. I have a love-and-hate relationship with it right now. Right now, where I feel with that fight in particular, if I can enjoy what Geno is, which is obviously piano in Kingdom Hearts, and Sayu is Futuger Arrow, mixed with various levels and themes of underwater shit, and like the best part of cyberpop, I fucking love the musical aesthetic, but I hate her fucking level! And the fact that I had to walk back and forth and back and forth. Problem. Because it's the same problem when you complete the stage. It puts you outside the zone, and then you have to walk back up to the guy that unlocks the difficulty. Each time. Why is that there? That's extra fucking work! I rest my case. If I keep going through more examples, I'm going to rant more. Okay? This is what quality of life is supposed to target. Now, this game is a redux. So, they targeted this, obviously. It could have been worse than the original. But of the things that they targeted for quality control, they also targeted things that were expressed as a part of, like, the clear core quintessential necessary things that make it possible to perfect parry everything in this game, as Perfect Parry and Parry mode are actual difficulties in the game. I don't know if they're unlocked after the story is complete, as an extension to its material, but that's the kind of thing that when you think about buying a game that has an older version versus a newer version, this is where some people would tell people like, hey, listen, you don't want to play the old version of the game. That one is actually dog shit, and even though it is a quintessential gem and classic, it updated it and made it better in this one. It's one of those things that the new version is supposed to be the one that is more accessible and thus is better, and then the older one is the one that, for essentialness, it is good, it is based, but man, do you hate it while it's happening. Anyways, where was I going? I think here. I believe I was going there.
People of Vinyl City, this is Tatiana. Today, we woke up to more upsetting news. News of Bunkwood Junction being yet another district. I feel that it is my duty to remind everyone about the history of rock. Back then, we found that rock was selection of music. People who didn't run
It's like cyberpunk. It's the kind of music that you'd expect in a very techno-pop level of Crash Bandicoot 4. If they made it better! I need tuna. I'll be right back, chat. I am literally hungry. And I have tuna and hot sauce and a spoon and 3 eggs boiled, and I'm gonna have to just eat this shit in a bowl because I'm poor. Also, thank you yesterday for the $30 Foster. I have to hold it because I'm broke. Alright. I got a jar of mayo. And I have to hope this bread is not spoiled and or moldy. Like bread I had the other day. Sandwiches! I'm just delaying the inevitable.
Today, we woke up to more upsetting news.
I also feel like if you're going to send me a teleport to go to the district section, why are you making me walk towards the end of the goal too? You know? Just put me right there in front of the fucking door. Sidebar. B. Can I do better than this? Amazon implemented AI to dub anime. Oh no, oh boy, oh god. It's back to the anime standards of the 90s, where it was literally better when they didn't give a shit. And they were just letting the fucking actors pump shit out like ghost stories. Unironically embarrassing shit. Boo! 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 Nigga, boo!
I think we just got schooled by a kid.
Whatever. We're so going to stop this noise right now. Take that. Lightly, strongly. Take that. Listen to this. Stay away from my piano.
I'm very rusty. I'm trying to memorize the beat. I'm not even fucking tapping.
Take that. Pew, 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 pew. Mama! Whoa, feel that? Take it! Fingers, 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 fingers.
Bing, bing. 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 I remember now. Okay. Ow, my neck. I have to remember because I cannot visualize the beat with my foot. Yeah, it's fucking it's 1/8 and 1/16 notes. Which is really fucking annoying because it's the piano notes matched to the melody of the beat which is non-syncopated and syncopated depending on the actual note of the song. See, the flashing light in the bottom right corner, it doesn't, I'm not looking at it. I'm actually listening to the music for the cue, and my brain is trying to catch up to my muscle memory. My muscle memory can't connect without me actually visualizing the beat pattern. Because if I wasn't doing that, I would be tapping my foot in the ground, but my body can't remember the song. I was intentionally getting hit so that I could remember the beat pattern. It does something different on this difficulty, and it adds a parryable note because you can't stand still, so you're forced to move during the piano keys. Then, when the EDM track hits the... Or actually, no, wrong note. You're forced to jump from a shockwave attack that's going to come. But in the syncopation leading towards that note, it creates a parryable fly note. So you jump, and then you parry. The parry hang time gives you enough hang time to avoid the slam attack, and then you keep moving. As you're about to notice me do. Correctly this time. By avoiding taking
Just
damage.
got schooled by a kid.
Whatever, we're so going to stop this noise right now. Take that!
That circle just did not appear the way it was supposed to.
Show you! Stay away from my piano! Lightly, slowly, now! Take that! Yeah! Feel the impulse! Guitar, let's get it ready! Mama!
Leave this to me. Yes!
What am I doing?
Feel the impulse! Now! Take it! Fingers, 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 fingers back!
Ting 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 ting. And it's too tight for you to actually do anything with the transformations while it's happening. So you have to keep moving, and then sometimes, especially in that phase, if you're too close to the hand, you just take free damage to the head. I don't know why it does that.
It's my turn, Piper. This is too easy. Enough! You are ruining her performance!
Another case example of the argument, again, earlier, sidebar. Why can I not skip this outright? Why am I forced to watch up to a certain point where then it shows the skip button? And then, transitioning from one part of the fight to the next, there are phases that are safe and unsafe, where I just take free damage. In a game that is all about evasion and parrying and blocking and countering and avoiding. These are pain points that if I was to give the game a letter grade review, I probably should, by the way, just because it's content, it would be a thing that actively makes me less enjoy it. That was a sentence that came out of my mouth just now. Yes, these are English words.
I'm away. Keep playing, you know.
Like, this is the kind of shit that makes me angry enough that I stop speaking in English and I start speaking in patois. I start speaking patois and I start speaking in French angrily. But only mentally.
I should teach you brats some lessons in music. But I have a master's degree in fine arts and music. Shut up!
Go, 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 go.
Hello? Where did I go just now?
Oh, take it. Oh, take it. Oh, take it. Oh, take it.
Rim shot. How's that? Take this.
Ow.
Start hot and ready.
That is something that should have been caught because that's note's actually off the level. Oh, fun fact about the parry, by the way. I discovered that if you parry too fucking quickly, or not parry too quickly, character swap too quickly, the attack does not focus on who the current controlled character is. It's focusing on who was last in control and in command. So if I swap off of him in between these phases, I lose damage opportunities because it's not going to hone in on his character and he's not going to be able to parry it. And the other character can't parry it even if they're standing close enough to it. It's some kind of innate invisible lock-on system. It definitely can throw you off in a fight.
Mama? How English? Yeah.
And then you just eat my extra bullets.
Shame! I won't allow you to do this!
We all saw that was on beat, and yet I was robbed.
Guitar is hot and ready! Dino, play harder!
Drumstick up.
They're making a fool out of you, Dino!
Once again, robbed. I don't think I took a hit, but still robbed out of my counter.
How's that?
and then the fake out, which will play itself if you don't hit the timer in time.
Green light.
Which is wild. Did the pink note learn Almighty Push? I don't know. The note's not correlated to the segment of the stage that the attack is on. So, if you fall off the level, you just get teleported back to the middle. But you get put into the middle of what could be an attack phase. And it does not seem like, if it's so far out of the way, that the note's parryable. But this is where it starts adding the fake out notes, where the note that was played first is actually played second or third, and the note that's played last in the sequence attacks first. So if you have a pink note here, and a pink note here, and a pink note all the way over here, this note, if it was first, is third. And this note, if it was third, will launch first. And then this one, and then that one. Obviously, you can just play around it, and you can avoid just getting hit by it. But the real problem with this that I have with Genu and her phase is that her mother's xylophone attack, nigh impossible to avoid. The attack skill that you get from this fight, I believe, the ranged attack that Zook gains, is one of the ways that you can attempt to skip time on this phase, so you can get away from the potential damage that you're going to take because of the incoming attack. Like, it unironically is a way to build up your energy off of it, and try to use that as a way to skip some section. Also, forced to watch this entire cutscene every time.
My dear, you got them! Now.
Whoa, triplets! She's go.
And then this right here is a serious problem, at least for me. You cannot jump, you cannot evade and dodge on this section except for moving back and forth out of the way of the attacks. But because you're moving towards the direction of the attack, unlike when you were in DJ Subatomic and you're all the way in the background being highlighted by the white-black difference, and then you're seeing the attacks come through, and you can see this timing on which ones will be parryable and which ones won't be. This is one where, because of the light chosen for the background here approaching the target, and the notes move in here, these notes just fucking disappear to my eyes. They disappear to my eyes. They're hard to see. And because it's depth perception, hard to dodge.
Going all out.
Massive damage! Massive damage!
Oh, and that little note, that third triplet note that's hanging right there, you can get hit by that note as you're walking into this invisible wall that ends the segment. It automatically ends once you get to the end of the track, but this on-rail section, if you are in the wrong position, you will get hit by that note. Horrible damage. A B again. Like, I don't know what it wants from me on combo, and I don't know what it wants from me on parry score. Do I just zook the entire way through and only swap to Mayday when it's time to fire bullets? I honestly do not know the solution for this note's scoring. And then, literally, one of the many problems with doing it. You put me all the way back at the beginning, instead of immediately in front of the menu. So now I have to walk back again. Again, side tangent. But these are the things that add up to agitation for me. Because if I think I'm gonna fucking suck, I might as well just not, you know? Now let's lose our mind to crazy. I expect some bullshit here. Remember, Carl, your healing attack is on your right click, right? Left click, actually? Carl's retarded? No. Left trigger is the Transformer attack and the Mars attack on the right trigger. Arpeggio Assault for Zook is right trigger and left trigger is one with the universe. And I'm not quite sure how Shadow Dancer would matter. Hopefully some of these notes become reflectable.
Sir! I think we just got schooled by a kid.
Whatever, we're so going to stop this noise right now. Let me show you. Slightly, strolling.
Shot. Bullseye!
Take that. Stay away from my piano. Yeah.
So you add targeting and dodging.
Hey. Let me show you. Hey, no! Slightly, slowly. Listen to this. Take that. Feel the impulse. Yeah. Woo! Hey. Yeah. Mama!
That's on me. Ding, 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 ding. I got stuck on the case. They changed the timing slightly ahead on an offbeat 16th rest. Syncopated. No. I hurt my knuckles. Fuck beat. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 3 and a 3 and 4 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I wish I had a pair of drumsticks. Ow. Okay. Do not jump, Carl.
This is too easy. No! You are ruining her performance!
Literally, the stage is still active, so while she's doing the stage transition, it actively is fucking with my character's positioning.
I'm away! Keep playing, you know?
I should teach you brats some lessons in music. But
Yeah, I can't go for those notes on the stage.
I have a master's degree in fine arts and music. Shut up!
Take it! Pew, 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 pew,
Leave
pew.
this to me. Deny.
Lightly.
Take this.
On the same beat as the slam?
It's my turn. Take it!
Getting fucked?
Yes.
Be doom, don't be doom, be doom, be doom,
Yes, sir. Take this.
It's my turn, Titan. Ha! Take it! Take it! Ow! Ow!
Take this. Bullseye. How's that? Yeah. Hey.
It's my turn, Titan. Ah, yeah! Radish.
robbed. Robbed twice.
You take it! Take it! Take it! No shame!
Can I avoid them standing over here? No.
I won't allow you to do this! Inu, play harder! No! Guitar hot and ready! I am making a fool out of you, Inu! Oh! 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 Ah! Oh! No! Ah! 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 Look out! Guitars hot and ready!
Leave this to me.
I can at least understand the pattern for the left-right on the second note. I do not understand where it wants me to actually fucking stand to avoid the left-right center crash.
It's my turn! My turn! No!
There's only one way to end this.
Way ahead of you, Zook! Red eye!
Green light.
Shakalaka!
Skip, skip, skip.
Whoa, triplets! She's going all out.
Massive damage! Massive damage!
Oh, that's worse. Phantom note coverage. Thanks, DDR. Thanks, Stepmania. The worst thing that I thought I'd never have to remember again. Fucking audition phantom notes. So a phantom note chat. Why is my camera pointed that way? So a phantom note chat is a very annoying formulation of some bullshit. And to understand it, I need to show you what a phantom note looks like when you're looking at it on a step board. And then I have to try to visualize to you what my musical brain is doing while I'm trying to remember how to dodge any sections. Audition license. License mission. Is this the one I'm looking for? No. License level 91. I think that'll do. Okay. So, brief side tangent. There's a very, very, very popular Korean, technically one-part couples and pseudo-virtual dating, third part, second part, rhythm game called Audition. If you here in the States were a fan of, like, either of the Duff sisters, Hillary or her sister Haley, you remember that both of them had brief musical careers, and thus you remember the song Giving Me Love. It was one of the songs that they used to feature and to promote the American version of Audition, as that should still be some musical legends. Audition, Giving Me Love, commercial. Dance game. There we go.
Hang on, I love this song.
It was the phase where Disney was really, really, really into doing what eventually became High School Musical. Basically, before Shia LaBeouf became a fucking crazy person.
Welcome to Audition, the free online dance club where you can hang out with friends and break out your freshest moves. Get in the club, get in the dance, get in the groove, get in Audition at Nexon.net. It's free.
Sorry, I just love that song.
So, a phantom note is a type of mechanic that some step games use. It's very annoying. It makes perfect sense when I show you what it looks like. So, to understand this, there are various ways to... I mean, he is on fucking King of the Crystal Skull, but he's like transitioning out of all the shit that he did, including Even Stevens, where as soon as he was no longer working Christy Carlson Romano, he eventually started doing some weird fucking shit, and then got into that curve that eventually led him to where he is now. This was way, way before before He Will Not Replace and He Will Not Divide Us, basically. But sidebar, focus, lock in. So, Audition has two movement schema, directional and omnidirectional. It's a game that you play with the keyboard, with your spacebar as a slapstick, and your right hand, or, cross hand if you want, on the numpad. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8, 7, 4, and 5 correspond to note presses. So, this is starting on level 6. Levels correspond to the amount of notes. The glow in the middle of that bar there, on the top, is the slap bar. The slap bar needs to be timed just like you would your notes in any video game that has music, but you're doing it to the rhythm of the song. Very similar to this game. This number coordination is like reading notations in fighting games. So, the number direction corresponds to the numpad button you need to press. Left, left, up, diagonal, left, right, diagonal, left. So, 4, 4, 8, 1, 6, 1. As fast as you can, and then you time the input for sending the command that then inserts the note on the beat. This is Audition Go-Go at 150 BPM and a song note chart that lasts for 3 minutes and 39 seconds. This is what's called a license mission. So the game is running at 200 frames, 5 milliseconds in between those frames, so very hard for this player to fuck up because of lag. On this is called a license upgrade mission. They need to hit 26 perfects and 6 X perfects with a base score of 8,010 in order to succeed. Okay, so the first set of notes was a lot different than the second set of notes. Basically, this is the beginning of what a phantom note chord looks like. Some music games do it differently. Some do it where the note appears halfway down the board. This is what DDR does. This is what Step Mania clones do. Friday Night Funkin' does. By just reducing the amount of reaction time from where you can see the note, so your brain reacts to the note. So, if you've ever sight read music, the reason why they make you sight read the music is so that you can hear the pitch of the note and hear what the next note's supposed to sound like, so you can naturally slide into that note. When you try to correlate this to hand-eye coordination, this is where they used to have that old gamepad for Dance Dance Revolution on the PlayStation 1. If you didn't want to use the step pad, you could use the controller. But it was really clunky, because the way that your body wants to move in formation to music is a lot more fluid in dance than it is to song with hand-eye coordination. Unless all you're doing is a button click. This is why Oshu got popular. You don't have to do any necessary fuck-up clicks. You've got your mouse pad, and then you've got the button that does the clicker, if not on the same key as the clicker, and you're just moving the mouse around following patterns and shapes. There's a game that's similar to that involves dancing robots, dancing mechs. There's a big meme going around with the song Afterbody that just keeps playing that song over and over again. Comparative to other games that probably are fine in their own right, but get used all the time in meme format, such as Dead is Disco. In other words, and moving forward, these notes here are being set up to where the note that you're about to see, based on the lead of this back note, is inversed. It wants you to put in the opposite than what is there. And it's cueing you to do so based on that key prompt. In this case, it's using the case of an already completed note score, because the time in which you need to recognize the notes and then be able to hit the input is really hard if your brain is trying to like think in full sentences. So think of it like topology. Any video game that has like typing as a part of the gameplay, like The Texorcist, the story of Ray Bibba. Your brain is trying to finish the notes, but it doesn't realize the notes are already done. This is a half completion phantom note. It's meant to trick you. I'm going to fast forward a little bit to see if they actually add any here. Probably not in this one. Ah, here we go. This one does, I think. It's really bad graphics. Holy shit. Unironically, 240p. Zoom to the part of the song that has them. Okay. You see these notes here? Those are the inverse notes. So, I bring this up because these visuals right here, it's already hard to see the note when it's against the giant bright white in the background. But now, it's not even showing the note being generated and then proceeding down the lane. It's throwing the triplets at me to the beat of the music with little to no notice. See what I mean? They just blonk out of nowhere. And the problem with the triplet notes, and all notes on this fight, if you notice, it is possible, especially in the beginning shooting phase, that you can actually bash through the note to ignore it. And obviously, because music theory is music theory, full notes move at 4/4 beat, quarter notes move at the quarter beat, triplets move at the triplet. There are no rest notes. And then the final whole note that she plays as a parry-bowl attack. I guess you could probably avoid being hit by it, but you cannot move through it. They're destructible when you're able to dash through them. But in this format, you can't do that. So your only means of being able to avoid these notes is to be able to see them coming. but also the movable terrain that you're moving back and forth on as the hard lock track on this light gun section, because it's a light gun section, like the House of the Dead or Jurassic Park. You can't see where to go because of the depth perception problem. It's not on the right screen, dumbass Carl. You can't see where the notes are coming from because of the depth perception problem. So you are basically gambling to not get hit here, which is a problem, obviously, because the game wants you to learn how to avoid taking damage entirely. And I honestly could not tell you how you're supposed to do it without using the invulnerability spell that I'm supposed to get at a later date. This section you can't do shit on except back and forth dodge. And obviously you saw what the middle of the fight was like. Unlike Saya, you could probably master doing it. The problem with Saya is that because the entire fight is basically attacking prompts that are the stand-in for the health bar and not actually being able to parry most of the attacks that are coming through, and also the Trident attack that does the Tri-Beam Slash constantly goes between being parryable and not parryable, figuring out the actual syncopation of the Fruitager Arrow beat is not as annoying as dodging these, but it's more tolerable that I dodge these like this in this setup than trying to dodge the fish arrow attacks and all of the slams and also the waves on her stage because of the sheer fucking chaos that it's adding to the screen. Now, obviously, I'm playing on a higher difficulty where I could just play on the lower difficulties, but it's weird to describe it like this. If you've ever played a rhythm game and you've ever gotten so good that you can play at the higher difficulties, when you start playing on the difficulty intended for beginners / the normies, you play worse than if you were to play at the higher difficulty. But in this game, you can only access the higher difficulty by playing the baseline. So, like, the game actively forces you to learn how to get better and then effectively jolts you straight back into playing like dog shit because you have to now learn a new step pattern. Is anybody following with what I'm saying? Do I just sound like a crazy person to you all? Here's another case where I can barely see it. Pausing kind of helps because it helps illuminate them, but only so. That was a hit. It's probably a C. I feel like that was a C performance. Ha! Somehow that's a B. I don't know, chat. Somebody has to explain this to me. Me no yet. Me no understand. Somebody gotta explain that to me. Anyways, the bullshit in this fight, while slightly more tolerable, is a key example of where you can end up doing rhythm games wrong. If you're gonna get a person to master a fight, the fight keys need to be right, your beats need to be fair, your attacks need to be fair, and they can't fuck up because of terrain.
Maybe it's a walk in the park. Doesn't mean that everyone's got it. I'm impressed.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I got the rock trick. Soon. I just realized we'll be back at the start of the fucking natural district. Where is that telephone booth? Isn't there supposed to be a telephone booth right here for traveling? No? It's halfway up the level? Where am I trying to go? I don't know where the fuck I'm trying to go. Something's wrong with me. I'm yapping too much. I will admit that I'm liberating magma planets while listening to the stream. Mustafari got shit those planets. Listen, it's like I was telling them when they were asking about where I was when I was contacted by the people from inside of the Helldivers Discord that I've become friends with. They have a friend server called the Hug Divers, where they have those regulars from the server that talk there, because they act like fucking liberating tyrants inside of the main Discord, where everything is basically non-stop blaze with very little depth of conversation between the people. I looked at a clip there. Obvious to me that it's like fucking Mustafar on those planets. My brain is telling me not to do the difficulty. I'm gonna backtrack. My brain is telling me I need to go do the mermaid. My brain is telling me to go do the mermaid because I don't think I did it crazy. No, I did. I actually did better learning Sayu than I did this one.
Interesting that they use music in this way.
Voted for Bunkbed Junction reminds me of the past. They're only voting for the alternative because it feels fashionable to go against the norm. Do not be influenced by these troublemakers. If you...
It was this one I didn't do it? Also, this one's slightly cheating because this is the first venue and it's slightly better. Yes. No. I gotta be on crazy. I'm already here, why not? I don't remember this beat.
Billions upon billions of...
What are you NSR people doing? We're not getting enough electricity.
Example I was talking about when you get hit for no reason.
NSR's dominance over Final City.
Impossible.
Yes, sir.
Insect. Your endeavors mean nothing when Aquilius.
Somehow I get robbed for that.
There's only one way to end this.
And then you see how light and quick that shit went by? I feel like that's all the power that goes directly into the reflection. Niggas in the club playing Aegis Reflector.
Right you are, Zook! Red eye!
Green light.
Billions and billions and trillions.
And Pluto is still relevant! Ya hear me? What's a Pluto anyway?
And somehow that's not enough fairy score. I beg of you, chat. Somehow that's not enough fairy score. The entire level becomes almost nothing but parry. And that's not enough! It's still a score improvement. This feels like I get gypped. For nothing. Nothing. At least, fortunately, they were nice enough to put actual travel points in places in the district where it was actually meaningful to find them. Granted, it doesn't beat going back to the sewers straight up. But because I hate myself,
Today, we woke up to more upsetting news. News of Bunker Junction yet another district.
Yeah.
My duty to remind everyone about the history of rock. Like this, we found a rock-only track.
I'm not sure how I get down the damage taken without, like, scumming us super fucking hard. You know who we're missing? We're missing Exo Crusher. So he can tell me whether or not I'm doing good or not with some shit. But yeah, to say that I'm having fun with the game for what it is, and for the fact that it allows me to be an audiophile while telling you about stuff from video games that I've played in my youth and past, is nice. But it feels like it unironically is the Dark Souls of Parry video game. I believe the word some people tried to call it is Parry slop, but this is not Parry slop. This is well designed. It has to be because it involves fucking beats and music. But it's like, I don't know. What I feel like should be a really good performance for a casual player is not good enough for what this game wants from you. And this is just the difficulties before the parry difficulty. Me personally, I think people adding the adjective and the descriptor slop behind something is very much a Zoomer piece of shit joke / meme that isn't funny. Because I've seen parry slop games. For every game that there's something that copies Dark Souls, they probably have a mechanic that has to do with parrying. I think the worst one, I don't even remember the fucking name of it. It might involve things like Inortria, the last song, and shit like that. Because me, personally, I see it as a timed hit genre. Parrying is all about timed hits. Timed hits are as classical as fucking Mario and Luigi. Or any other RPG that uses a timed hit system. Technically as old as The Legend of Dragoon. And things like that. A bit lazy to call it parry slop, as much as you could call it timed hits / rhythm slop. Because I remember, as a child, mastering the hits to finish off attacks like Burning Rush and Rod Typhoon and Gust of Wind Dance in games like Legends of Dragoon. And they're basically the de-evolution of a more simplified ATB system that would be introduced with Final Fantasy X and then Final Fantasy 11, 12, and 13. And 13.2 and 13.3. I think, for the most part, they're super, super fine. But you can end up going to a very weird place where people really don't enjoy the way that the game does its mechanics around the dodge and around the reaction. Because every game's system is different. Some beats and some systems make you want to do it perfectly, especially when it comes to the parrying, which then becomes a fucking nightmare, because it's like, you parried too early. Which itself becomes a problem when you're, like, using AI that you specifically designed to punish people for pressing buttons. I think fighting games are fucking annoying. Playing a Souls-like that has Estus punishing attacks is fucking trivial. Disgusting and annoying, but trivial compared to the shit that some of these games do. I don't feel like this is this type of game, but I would be behooved to believe that some of these attacks, some of these step notes, some of these step charts, some of these reactions, and some of these attacks are not fucking bullshit slop. I am hard-pressed to believe it, chat. as an older generational player, being able to go between all of these genres of games simply because it was what was available to me, both through emulation as well as through hard creativity of the consoles and genres that they came from, is whatever. But like, imagine learning video games like that on a console like the GameCube, where the only version of Dance Dance Revolution that's available is fucking DDR Mario Mix. We're not having a arcade or a indoor amusement park near where you live or in your town where you live that's relatively cheap, so that you can actually go to a real arcade and play on machines with game setups like these. Most probably are like rented out to things like Dave & Buster's and Stars and Stripes and other such Chuck E. Cheese for adult-like locations. And with the advent of design companies like Brace Yourself, that is popular for creating Crypt of the Necrodancer, and then Rift of the Necrodancer, and Cadenza of Melody for the Legend of Zelda crossover. If it wasn't for Brace Yourself games, and studios like it, I don't think those particular games in those genres would be able to foster and or succeed as much as they have, because they unironically became a type of cozy game environment that allowed for really good music to come out of it. Which is to say, the amount of hyper-political trans authors that also can shred a fucking guitar, the number is above 500. There's obviously a lot of girl coders, which is hilarious in of itself because they're all femboys wearing the programming socks. Like that one annoying bunny that actually has a part of Boster's name in their handle. That person making Nightmare Cart and games like that, they're the kind of people that made games like this possible. I mean, hell, Unbeatable has an entire trans woman doing the majority of the music and the performance on the track. It only follows suit to logic, bro. It only follows suit to logic. It's not something that I hate. It's something I enjoy. And yet, the way some of them like to do game design, it makes me want to throw them in a goddamn wall. Delicious. I need to eat, otherwise I will fucking lose my mind. There's people baiting Boogie29888 is supposed to be dead, but he's not. If you come across him on Twitter, you found it here first. One more, and then I run the fucking mermaid. I don't know how many times I'm gonna run the mermaid. But if I have to pick between Genu, Sayu, or DJ Subatomic, I would rather fucking do the fucking mermaid. Unironically. That might be a lie. I might be coping. Because I have to power for him anyways. What is in my teeth? I lied to myself. It's too good. I need another one. It's the giant fucking yolk chunks. The giant fucking yolk chunks are making it delicious. Remove yourself from the exposed lol cows just for the sake of mental recovery. Before you go to sleep and reports on Netflix eating the WB. All of this could have been avoided if dumbass Californian hipsters didn't fucking hate anime so much. And didn't try to push people like Sam Hyde out of the Adult Swim block because they had a love of Tim and Eric. It all went downhill starting then, but it didn't solidify until the absolute cancer that was Teen Titans Go. Dominating the entire network. Because they pushed out Craig. They pushed out Kennedy. They pushed out Lauren. They pushed out Adam Maxwell. They pushed out J.G. Quintel. They pushed out Pendleton Ward. And tried to turn it into the brainwashed sim channel. Designed to be monetized and over-explained with sad loser and sad dad shows like BoJack Horseman and irreverent maudlin behavior like Rick and Morty and solar opposites. So things like that one human reviews or alien reviews channel made by that one channel, Wisecrack, could form it infinitely, trying to push you in the direction of becoming a communist. That's about the long and short of it. Like, Warner Brothers Discovery being acquired by Netflix means they get the entire back catalog of the WB. But it also means they get all the shows. And it also means there's no reason for Cartoon Network to exist. Unless they would like to diversify for cable as well as for streaming. I don't see how they do it, but it's something that they could try to do. Okay. Now I torture myself with the fish. My goal is to get an S. I like we won't. Not unless they use the berry.
Yes.
And already on play it. Not unless they use the parries to go around the fact that some of the attacks are going to be hard to dodge.
Yes, sir.
Waves are bigger. And I remember.
Wow, what a dreamy place. Hey, how about you come down here and fix that? I hate when we get her, Zoop. I want to pinch her cheeks.
Boo doo. Thank you, Buster, for the 15. Oh no. It's my breathing. But then it's also like my teeth. The bad tooth, or bad teeth in my mouth on the right side keeps progressively getting worse. It's got a giant gap now, and things get stuck in that gap.
One, two, three, peace.
May.
What's happening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take this. Rim shot. How's that? Bullseye.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Rim shot.
And now for my favorite and also my worst part of the song.
Stop running away by you!
Close. Also, I literally parry nothing, and I don't understand what I'm parrying in this situation. Because there's no attack attacking me. So I have to assume it's the fish.
Leave this to me. Take this. Bullseye.
And now for my second least favorite part, the escape. You see what I mean when I say it looks like I'm parrying nothing? Like, I know that the notes are technically supposed to be there, but it just fucking happens out of nowhere. This was the part that made me hate this fucking song the worst. Especially on this difficulty.
Take this.
What happened to my cute mermaid idol? Take it!
I can't move? Hello?
Transform into you!
Pick up.
It's my turn! Take it!
There's
Literally, I couldn't move her fucking character. She got stuck on something. I'm literally stuck on the out of bounds structure of the fucking wall.
only one way to end this.
Okay, let's just get rid of this thing.
Green light.
I took too much damage. Yeah, my combo's not high enough. That makes sense.
Today, we woke up to more upsetting news. News of Conflict Junction. Yet another district.
Made delicious.
To remind everyone about the history of rock.
Hi, do I do this? Bye, Buster.
Leave this to me. Yeah. Yes. Take this. Yeah. Take this.
Start hot and ready. Hey, how about you come down here and face us?
I'm going to make a wild guess and say that it wants me to try and hit some of the robots.
I want to pinch her cheeks. Let's hear my song. It's fantastic. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, peace.
May.
What's happening to me? Please hear my song. It's fantastic. Feel that? What are you doing?
That's probably too much damage.
Wow.
Come on, Carl. Here's an example of that don't swap too early shit I was talking about.
Yeah. this! Bullseye! Rim shot.
Hey, how about you come down here and face us? I hate. Let's get her, Zook. I want to pinch her cheeks.
I think using Zook is probably the way to go.
Yes, sir!
Please hear my song. It's fantastic.
Yes!
1, 2, 3, peace.
May?
What's happening to me?
Yes, sir!
Please hear my song. It's fantastic.
Take this!
Ow.
What are you doing? It's my turn, Titan. What are you doing? Stop running away, Sayu! Take it!
Ow.
Yes, sir!
That's probably too much damage. Oh, comes down to the second rhythm section. If you can avoid getting fucked at the second rhythm section, I think you're fine.
It's my turn, Titan.
Remember, give them no time to be parried. It's faster to do it with reflected parry attacks than try and walk in manually.
Stop running away, saw you!
Too early. Let me the fuck out. Let me the fuck out. Let me the fuck out.
What happened to my cute mermaid idol?
I doubt that was good.
One way to end this.
Okay,
I doubt that was good.
wait, let's just get rid of this thing.
Green light.
Wah 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 wah. Okay, 26. Okay. Is that it? Is that the way? Is that the way to build the combo? Hey-ya! This is what dreams are made of. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Combo building was the play.
Another district. I feel that it is my duty to remind everyone about the history of rock in this city. Back then, we found that rock
Oh, it might ironically be faster to use planetarium. Itchy, itchy, itchy.
Billions upon billions of organisms reside.
What are you NSR people doing? We're not getting it.
Mao.
NSR's dominance.
Insect. Weaklings.
Just skip that phase entirely.
Nothing.
There's only one way to end this.
Right you are, Zook!
Green light!
Skip, 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 skip. Bomb.
Billions and billions and trillions.
Slightly better. But I don't know how to convert into a higher parry score. Like, do I need to parry more planets? Or what? Because it's not my stickers. And I don't think it's the parry damage either. It's literally damage taken in combo rank. What the fuck? And parry score. What do I build the combo on? The planets?
Billions upon billions.
What are you NSR people doing? We're not getting... NSR's dominance over...
I mean, that's too much. Anything more than 5 hits, I feel like it's too much.
Billions upon billions.
I guess I have to do it off the planets.
What are you NSR people doing? We're not getting enough... NSR's dominance...
Your endeavors mean nothing.
That's going to be definitely way too much damage. But now I should have combo and I should have parry. So when I can figure out what the high cap number is, I can then extrapolate that into another run. Maybe.
There's only one way to end this.
Right you are, sir.
Jumping seems to be the only way to properly dodge that.
Green light.
Millions. Alright. Within the range of 3 minutes and 30 seconds, combo is not enough. The parry score is not enough. Fuck it, I tried. I tried to experiment, the game said fuck me. Back to the lab again. Now we're at level 5. $13,985. Literally short just tit hair. See, I wasn't doing that for fun. There was a reason I was doing it.
Billions upon billions.
What are you NSR people doing? We're not getting...
Start off battle with bad hit.
Billions upon billions of
Let me
organisms
just load straight
designed on
into
this
the
tiny
fucking
planet.
battle. Just let me load straight into the fucking
What
battle.
are you NSR people doing? We're not getting... NSR's coming...
Weaklings. I will conquer it. Weaklings. I Your endeavors mean nothing when a clearly...
There's only one way to end this.
Right you are, Zook!
Green light.
Whee! And now I get stage 3 transformation. Somehow combo was higher there. Somehow. Somehow. See, here's the part I'm confused by. You say my previous rank is a B. You say my current rank is a B letter grade, but shows A in the current rank section. I don't get it. Am I alphanumerically sliding up into the bracket to be considered the lowest A, but still be considered a high B? I don't get it. Ugh. There's one more thing. Womp. Unlock 5th tier. Alright, Zook, what do you have here? If Zook is attacked while transforming, he receives damage but is not interrupted. Consecutive ranged hits increase its damage. More restoration from parry. More consecutive hits from parry. Melee hits restore Zook's HP slightly. Extend 90 combo, which I can't. How long? About 3 hours on average. Okay. I'm taking a nap before dinner. Yeah, I'm taking a nap before dinner. Figure out what I have to cook today. Alright. After dinner, I don't know what I'm doing. Probably more of this. But I will see you all with whatever the hell I decide. 7 days! 7 days. 7 days of gameplay, 7 days of content. And on the 7th day, he will reward Horror by giving her something to terrify the shit out of me with. Fine. Alright.